Hopefully you can see me. Good thing I got my helmet on. Alrighty, so time to answer some questions. First, where the hell am I? I'm in the crawl space underneath the bedroom. One of the most asked questions last week was, why don't you just drill a hole, cut through the slab like a normal person would, and run your plumbing lines in here? Well, these stairs, is in the middle of the room, and I don't know how wide angle that is, but there is a massive concrete stoop from the old house. This is an addition. The old house, the back door used to be not at the top of the stairs, but that's a concrete stoop that goes 6 feet back towards the door, the house. So we're almost in the closet of the bedroom. So there was an idea, let me get a little more comfortable here, to put the bathroom more at this end, drill through this concrete structural slab, and put a sump pit in here. This is where all the water would go, the toilet, the sink, and the shower. But then where would it go once we got it in here and goes through a pump to get it 50 feet to the other side of the basement? Right over there. I'll show you. I don't know if I'll show you. That's the only way in here. That's the old basement window that gets into this crawl space. Right over here is an unfinished area, and I might be able to bore a hole through that wall to get water through. But that's a lot of work. Digging a pit in here, God, it's really dusty in here. Getting a hole bored through here. Keep in mind, this is a structural floor. And then getting a hole bored through the foundation. It's doable, don't worry. It's not that complicated. But instead, we're going to use modern technology and use that Sany Grind Pro. Now, what if that doesn't work? Well, we're going to make it work. We'll make sure that it works. There are contingencies in place that are less than ideal to get poop to flow downhill 50 feet across the basement. That's where the main line is. That's where the main sewer goes outside the house. But so you can see, this is the old stoop here. Hopefully that answers some questions about why I wouldn't do it the traditional way, as if this was a slab-on-grade standard basement. There's nothing standard about this house. Well, it's not like a new house. This is very common for old houses. You get into houses that are 100 years old, and all sorts of interesting things have occurred over the century. So hopefully this explains why I didn't do it the traditional method. And to all you special needs out there, all you special need commenters out there, feel free to ask more of your special questions. So in this video, I believe we as in me and the frog in my pocket, are going to frame a wall for a pocket door. It's a very interesting video. Stay tuned. Make sure you click the like and subscribe button. I may add some pictures to my Instagram, maybe even a video to my Instagram that shows more of what this little crawl space here is like, and how I slithered into it like a snake. I'm gonna test out the plumb bob versus the laser. Got the plumb bob out and remembered I got a laser. So I'm gonna use the laser beam and just see how close I got with the plumb bob. There's my laser beam. It's set up to go down the center of the wall, all the way to right there. And let's go up and see where the laser beam is on the rafter. All right, there's the laser beam. And there's my pencil mark from using the plumb bob. Perfection. So this is gonna give me the wrong measurement. It's gonna give me the measurement to the center of the wall. And I don't want the center of the wall. I want the inside point of contact. That's gonna be the inside of the wall. When the wall comes up like this, it's gonna touch there. I'm gonna shoot a nail. It's gonna go through the top plate and into these roof rafters. So even though the plumb bob works, I made a mistake. And if I didn't make this video, or this part of the video, I probably would have cut all my studs the wrong length. So now I got the laser beam on the inside edge of the wall, all the way down. And those lines are transferred to the rafters. So that's where I'll get my measurement. The reason I have these just stacked here, this is the top and the bottom plate. And the measurement that I take off of that board right there to the rafter, to the red line, is the measurement that I cut the studs at. No adding, no subtracting, the exact number that I measure. That's probably the best way to do it. There was such a variation from 105 to 107 down at this end. And when you didn't have a joist line up over your top and bottom plate, just wasn't very accurate. So I think I'm just gonna hold it in place, mark it, and cut it, and it'll be exact. Okay, here is the wall laid out on the floor. Nothing's nailed in. Even have the pocket door lined up. You can see how I will eventually cut this bottom plate out here, and this goes all the way to the floor. So I cut it out from this stud all the way over to there. So this will be resting on the floor. See, it's good to lay this out, especially with the cost of building materials. Obviously we have some gaps here because this is just laid out on the floor. But this is to ensure that I don't make any mistakes. Mistakes always happen. They do. No matter how good you think you are, you just get going and going and going, and you think you take the right measurements, and next thing you know, how the heck did that happen? It doesn't fit. Doesn't even come close to fitting. Put down in the comments, is this wall gonna work? Will it lean this way? Will it lean this way? Or will it be perfect? If it's too short, we can work with that. We can shim and nail it in, no problems. If it's too long, well, we got to pull the whole wall down, knock off the top plate, and cut these studs here. Hopefully we don't have to do that. So this is my first time working with this one. This is a Home Depot off the shelf. This is Builder's, I think it's called Builder's Choice. It's pretty darn flimsy. It's just stapled together. It's nothing is square about it. That's up to you to tweak it. Get it square. I know that this is plumb, and I left a little bit of room for shims. So what I'm going to do is actually pre-drill and screw this all into place. And I will not be putting drywall on here until I get a door in there and adjusted properly. So the hardware that comes with this allows for adjustability. You have that working for you. But if things are just too out of whack, all I got to do is adjust the screws and the shims of the frame, and everything will be just fine. So I'll probably pick up, I think this is for a 28. Yeah, I'll pick up a 28-inch door. Just about every nice special order door you can buy is back ordered indefinitely. So this is going to get a generic off-the-shelf Home Depot 28-inch 6-panel door, and until things turn back around we can get a nice door to put in here. That will at least allow me to get this thing all put together right.